What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Darium's Competitive Pokemon. Gonna be showing off my Tapu Bulu Vikavolt deck here on PTCGO. It's a really fun deck to play. I think it's very powerful in the new standard format, and I think it has a lot of potential. I think that it's good because it can compete with both Gardevoir and it can compete with Metagross GX, which are the other two big one-hit knockout decks in standard. I think it has potential to compete with both, and just gives yourself a nice middle ground. You're not really explicitly weak to anything in particular. It's just a nice deck that sets up and doesn't really have a target on its back either, unlike Gardevoir GX. People might try to counter you directly if you play Gardevoir GX. Vikavolt kind of slides under the radar relatively well. Looks like my opponent is playing Turtonator Volcanion. This deck's really good. Should have an interesting matchup here, even though I started a little bit of a dead hand. We'll see if we could top deck out of it. My opponent does play down Brooklet Hill, which is great for me because I do play a copy of Octillery, so I can get that for myself. My opponent is going to start out with the turn 1 Kiawe on this Turtonator, meaning that things are going to get hectic very quickly if I do not draw out of this hand. So let's see what we got. Energy Recycler. That is not helping me at all. So let's bridge it. Alright, we're going to grab, I guess I can get 2 Grubbin and a Bulu. And then, let's see, my opponent is going to be knocking me out next turn. Ugh. I could grab a Lele, though that decreases my odds of being able to draw out of this thing. Let's just get 2 and the Bulu. Tapu Koko GX would be so good right now if I could actually get that thing going. And then let's Brooklet Hill. Grab ourselves a Remoraid too, just to kind of get this thing going. And then let's Field Blower my opponent because, well, whatever. Don't Brooklet Hill anymore. Okay, we're going to go like that, and hopefully my opponent ends me or lets me draw out of this thing. Maybe they think that, I have, the biggest setup ever in my hand. Maybe they think I'm just stacked and ready to roll. Man, steaming up. Yeah, my opponent is going to shell trap me for knockout. That is super annoying. Come on, grab an N, why don't you? Make this game interesting, man. Ghetto Fabulous over here. Please grab an N. Yes! Yes! End me. Yes! Do it! Oh yeah! Alright, this game is moving now. We have a shot. My opponent must have had some very valuable resources in their hand, or else I could not imagine why they would have end. Now, this hand is not so bad. I see my opponent's got 4 energy in play. If they got their Brooklet Hill back, that's totally fine. I could Wonder Tag here for a Ultra Ball and then Rare Candy. I could Wonder Tag for a Skyla, get Ultra Ball, Rare Candy, and knock this thing out. But I don't think that I'll be, let's see. So they're going to have 3 energy in play after they discard on this Turtonator. That is not, oh, they're not going to, yes. Tapu Koko GX is getting ready to come in hot. Let's see, can we do it? All right, let's see, because this is so good right here, because my opponent cannot, my opponent has all this energy in play. Unfortunately, they did shell trap, which means the Tapu Koko is going to take a big hit, but I think that that's okay because it gets me some time anyways. It gets this 4 energy Turtonator out of here who's totally going to run through my deck. Oh, we top deck the Ultra Ball. This is amazing. Okay, this is really, really good. So let's see what we got here. We're going to Ultra Ball, the Field Blower, and probably an energy away to go ahead and get that Vikavolt out. So let's get that going. Gonna grab the Vikavolt. And we're going to Rare Candy into Vikavolt. Now what do we want to do? We can Guzma around this Turtonator, which is one option certainly. Or I could come in with Tapu Koko and just knock this thing out and play a draw supporter of my own. I think I like that better because it gives me an option to get this Octillery out too, which is what I want to do. So let's play Tapu Lele, Wonder Tag. Yes, let's search for a supporter. And let's get a Sycamore. We're just going to do some hard draw here. get a Sycamore. And then here we go. So let's attach that lightning energy. And then we're going to come in hot. Arrow trail. Going to grab that lightning energy there. And we're going to strong charge. Attaching a lightning and a grass from the deck. So we get to knock out this Turtonator in one hit with our GX attack. And then let's Sycamore. We got a Charger Bug. That's awesome. But we don't need it because we got our Rare Candy too. So let's Rare Candy into our second Vikavolt. That's super sweet. And we have a Choice Band here so that we can get the one-hit knockout on my opponent's Turtonator next turn. So Choice Band going to be really important here. We're going to save that Energy Recycler for after this Tapu Koko presumably gets knocked out. And then hopefully we could draw and get our Octillery out here shortly so that we can survive versus those late game ends, which are sure to come. Gonna save my tools just so they don't get field blowered. I think I could strong charge, you know, one time here to the bench. I mean, why not? I guess that sounds good, but what if my opponent then Lysander, you know, they could like Max Elixir and then Lysander and knock out my Bulu, and I don't necessarily want to just like waste the energy like that. So there's no real point in strong charging a second time. Let's just get to that Tapu Thunder GX. 250 damage. I take 80 to the chin, but that is fine because I'm winning this prize trade now. You see I got my Ultra Ball here, so I'm going to be looking to get that Octillery if my opponent doesn't end me. And now that I have taken the lead, I'm really in the clear here. You can see how things started out a little sketchy. Tapu Koko here, totally punishing my opponent for getting set up. That's exactly what he's here for. Just leading the charge and kind of clearing my opponent's energy off the board. My opponent's going to have to come in. They're either going to have to steam up quite a few times to knock me out with this Turtonator Shell Trap, or they're going to have to try and Max Elixir or something onto this Turtonator in order to knock me out with that other attack. My opponent did Sycamore, so we have a guaranteed return knockout with Tapu Bulu. You see how crazy this format is. I love standard format right now. I think it's so much fun. It is just these one-hit knockouts back to back to back to back. And this is, you know, I think it makes for some really exciting games. And, you know, just getting to watch these decks, you know, powerful decks just fire on all 6 cylinders is just really cool. So I'm digging it right now. I think there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of options. Oh, my opponent has to go for the Nitro Tank GX. He did not have a Max Elixir. I don't know if he plays Max Elixir. Maybe he doesn't. So we're going to be able to really, really punish my opponent there. You can see he does not have any qualms with just going ahead and loading up his entire field. So let's see. We could retreat and then Energy Recycler and then knock something out. I think at this point I want to knock out the Turtonator while I can, because Turtonator is kind of the guy who's the hardest to knock out in this deck. Everybody else doesn't require Choice Band. So I think I'm just going to save that. I'm going to Ultra Ball away this Charger Bug and the Rare Candy. And I think my Octillery... Oh, he's prized. Oh, no, he's prized. Okay, so my bad, guys. Didn't realize the Octillery is prized. I think then I'll just grab the Lele here for good... Well, yeah, I'll grab the Lele here for good measure, just in case I decide I want to do something. And then let's... I think I could save that Energy Recycler. I don't want to Guzma. Yeah, let's just retreat. Into Tapu Bulu here. We're going to discard these. And then really we just need to charge up one more attacker for game here. So let's strong charge. See how many energy are left in our deck. So let's charge them both to the Bulu. And then I do want to do... I do actually want to put a few more energy back. I will use the Energy Recycler just so that I have that in case of an N. That's all we got. So we're going to throw those back in. And then I want to strong charge one more time, I think, just so that I have a free retreater. Let's see. Strong charge. No, actually, I want to say, I mean, what if I get a Vikavolt Guzma up and I need to strong charge to my own Vikavolt or something? So there's no Hex or anything, so there's really no point in strong charging early. I think I'm just going to wait. You know, if I get a Vikavolt Stranded active, I don't want to have to pass because I've already strong charged all my energy onto play. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it like this. And then we're going to Nature's Judgment for 210. to knock out this Turtonator GX. Hopefully we could get that Octillery off the prize. Maybe I should play a second one. I mean, Octillery is that important. Wow, I prized a lot of Ultra Ball. Octillery is that important to this game, I think, that you may end up needing to play a 2-2 line in a lot of these decks. If my opponent does hit that N right now, that's going to be pretty devastating for me, especially if I cannot draw out of it. You know, I'm going to need to put together a couple of things here in order to win. First of all, I'm going to need to find this other Tapu Bulu GX. Then I'm going to need to find, you know, that's it. Really, just need to find Tapu Bulu GX. That's it. I'm going to need to put it on my bench. So if I get N to 2, you know, I might not find it, and that is going to be pretty tough. If my opponent does not promote an EX here, then all I need to do is find a Guzma. But I assume that they're going to go in with their Volcanion here, especially if they can get this Starmie into play and knock me out with one hit. I assume they're going to have enough steam ups to be able to get there. Playing Max Elixir, got nothing. Let's see, what are they going to do? Volcanic Heat for 190, so they knock out my Tapu Bulu GX, but they Sycamored, so that's cool, because I got game in hand, so let's go, guys. Alright, going to promote the Tapu Lele here. I considered, like, strong charging 1 energy to Tapu Lele just to have it there as a free retreater, but there's really no point in doing that. So, let's strong charge. We're going to put a Lightning and a Grass. Done. We're going to put the Grass onto the Bulu. Got to do this right. The Lightning onto the Lele. And then we are going to strong charge one more time. And we're going to put Grass and Lightning. And we'll put the Grass onto the Bulu. Lightning onto the Bulu. And my opponent concedes. We got there. So, as you can see, Tapu Bulu Vikavolt, just such a strong deck. I'm glad I was able to show off just how awesome that Tapu Koko GX is in this list. The deck is just, you know, capable of getting these big one-hit knockouts very consistently. I think this deck has a lot of promise for the future. Obviously, a pretty decent matchup there. Volcanion's probably going to be a relatively popular deck, so got to showcase, you know, a kind of a great meta game matchup there for you guys. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think of Tapu Bulu Vikavolt in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.